同學，好多香港嘅同學咧都費盡心思，付出高昂嘅費用去就讀同埋獲取工商管理碩士學位。你哋又知唔知道北京大學嘅匯豐商學院可以為你喺深圳提供2年嘅 MBA 碩士學位課程，而且你仲有好大嘅機會能夠申請到全數嘅獎學金，即係2年免費。其他嘅優點包括第一，你可以喺同學之間即時建立一個非常龐大同埋不生受用嘅人際網絡。第二，北大嘅匯豐商學院享有相當於中國哈佛同級嘅名氣美譽，係全球都認可嘅。我哋今日好幸運能夠請到北大匯豐學院嘅教授作為我哋嘅嘉賓。Welcome, Dr. Terrill Frantz. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for accepting our interview. Terrill, please tell us something about the PHBS Business School of the Peking University. How old is the school? Is the language of the school Chinese, English, or bilingual?
Well, the school is almost 10 years old. Next year we'll celebrate our 10th anniversary.
Wow.
However, 5 years ago we reinvented ourselves to be an English-based school. So the first 5 years of the school we were essentially like any Beijing school.
Right.
Chinese professors, mainland students, etc., spoke in Chinese, in Mandarin. And 5 years ago they decided to go English and go totally international.
Wow.
So we started really rehired faculty, so all our international degrees from the United States, some from Australia, some from Europe.
Yeah, I understand the faculty of the school is of the highest caliber. Maybe you can tell us something about the faculties.
Well, they're all actually young PhDs, so it's think of it as highest caliber and weighting. There's a lot of young faculty there that are gaining experience really quickly. But we've been trained, all of us have PhDs, you know, from the West.
How big is the faculty?
Right now we have 45 faculty members, and we're growing about 10 every year.
Wow, that is
Yeah.
substantial.
Yep.
Well, you have 2 PhDs yourself, one in computer science and one in organizational change in management. So maybe you can tell us about your student.
About my students?
Yes.
Well, first of all, we're a graduate school, so most of them are a little bit older than undergrad age. So they're roughly, what, 23, 24-ish?
Yes.
But they're all, for Peking University, we attract the best students in the world, both from the mainland and from abroad. Mm-hmm. Right now we have 95% of our students are from the mainland, from provinces all over China. And we have about 5% of our students are from places like Turkey, United States, Russia, Australia, Africa, and so on.
You're the director of the global development, and what exactly is that about?
Well, in short, what I do is I set up partnerships between PHBS and other schools around the world.
I see.
And at a tangible level, that starts out with student exchanges. So what I do is set up student exchange partnerships with schools in France, in the United States. Just signed an agreement yesterday with a school in Philadelphia in the United States. And we provide opportunities for our students to, for 1 semester, go to these schools abroad. And they could be anywhere in the world, Australia, Africa, Russia, etc. And our partner school students can come to our school as well for a semester. So
Wow.
it's just an equal exchange, and it provides opportunities for our students to experience going outside of China, and then those who are outside of China experience China, which is a very important place to be right now.
What is the student population at the moment?
In the master's program, the MS program, we have about 650 students. We have a new MBA program that has around 100 students this year. And we have an executive MBA program that has around 100 students as well.
Right.
Those numbers grow roughly 25, 30, 40% a year.
Is it difficult for Hong Kong students to get in? What qualifications must they bring?
Well, first of all, we're a graduate school, so you need to have your undergraduate degree. But we consider Hong Kong students to be international students. And currently, since we're trying to attract Hong Kong students and international students, we have a very, very flexible admissions process and threshold. Versus the mainland students that try to get into our school have to be extremely well, have really good grades. They need to have very fluency in English, etc. But for a Hong Kong student,
But you actually test that at entrance before you accept them. The English proficiency.
the English proficiency, we actually sit down and have a conversation with them. People like myself, faculty members, and if we can understand them, essentially they're in.
I see.
So, and Hong Kong students normally would not have a problem with that. I understand most Hong Kong people that I know.
And how much would it cost? I'm sure this is a question most Hong Kong students would like to ask. This is the most concern. Is it expensive?
Actually, from Hong Kong, relative to Hong Kong, schools like HKUST, CU, Hong Kong U, etc., my guess is we'd be about half the price when it comes to cash.
That is very interesting.
Roughly, yeah.
What are the chances of them applying and getting a grant or a subsidy or a scholarship?
Well, that changes every year,
Right.
and as time goes on, will be the ability to get scholarships and things like that will be tighter and tighter and much more restricted. But right now, we encourage Hong Kong students to apply to our school. That helps build a quality, internationalized school. So if money is the only thing preventing a student from getting into our school, right now that
Negotiable.
that will be work. That will be fixed.
Terrific.
So.
Well, I hope you understand the message. Is the campus located in a remote area, or how about the living quarters? Let's assume the Hong Kong student will move to Shenzhen and study there. Where will they live?
Well, anything relative to anything in Hong Kong, any place is remote. Nothing's as packed as Hong Kong. The campus is located in northern Nanshan
Right.
district in Shenzhen, which is more on the west side of Shenzhen. We're actually a little bit removed from the main center of Shenzhen.
Which is good.
Which can be good. We're across the street from the zoo, so we hear some animal noises every once in a while.
Right.
At least I think they are. Could be students getting anguish over an assignment. But all of our students live on campus full time. We have dormitories all set up for them. It's quite convenient once you're on campus.
Right. So
Students can easily get off campus and go to movie theaters and things like that. But
can the students stay on for a PhD?
we do have 1 or 2 students a year stay on to do a PhD.
But they can if they choose.
They can. Most often, students tend to prefer to go to the United States to get their PhDs.
I see.
One of the caveats with mainland PhDs is that you don't have, whether it's good or bad, international faculty members are not allowed to participate in the PhD process. So you'd be working with a pure Mandarin faculty member on those.
That's
on the
tough,
PhD.
especially if you've gone through the MBA in English syllabus.
Well, yeah.
And then all of a sudden to go to the PhD and back in Chinese, that's...
Well, Chinese is usually your native language. So international folks generally don't go to our school for a PhD.
Do you have a
Just to
lot
go to the West.
of Chinese students from Hong Kong there at the moment?
I've only had one in my class.
I see.
2 years ago I had a student come through, but I believe there's 3 or 4 of them every year.
I see.
Most of the time, my suspicion is that most Hong Kong students just don't even know we exist. And we're,
Why aren't you
one nice thing
advertising
is,
and promoting this?
well, we're still a startup school, so you can't do everything all at one time. And usually, before you promote yourself, you want to make sure you have your systems and processes and quality in place before you start
Yes.
going heavy on the promotion. The other thing that plays into it is, Hong Kong is kind of like this quasi, China or not China's situation. So it's just that we spend most of our resources going to Europe and America to get foreigners.
I understand you have got a few, 3-4% of foreign students now?
I'm sorry?
You have got about 4% of foreign students.
Yeah, we're about 4% foreign. Yep.
Yeah.
And that'll increase every year. And with the student exchange program that I just talked about, that percentage actually in the classroom will probably bump up to about 10%.
That is amazing.
So yeah, so those students will change every semester.
Yes. So all in all, your teaching experience in Shenzhen has been very pleasant.
Pleasant. It's been a
Satisfying,
challenge.
gratifying.
Any foreigner going into mainland China is a challenge, just because the systems, the social norms, the expectations, the way you conduct yourself in the classroom, the way you grade things, all of that is changed, and that's why I like being here.
Right.
Being there is because you know, it is an exciting place to be. It's both different and it's developing rapidly, and the whole world's watching Shenzhen.
Yes.
So it's really cool to be there.
Well, thank you very much, Terrill.
You're
It's
welcome.
most interesting and informative, and I hope you guys have learned a lot from Professor Terrill today. Thank you.
Good job.